Hello. Well, this is my first outside video. It's kind of dumb that I don't do these vlogs from outside, because I literally live in one of the most beautiful places in the world and I love it. But I just wanted to do a check-in because Cami asked me this morning if I wanted to go on a run, and I said sure. And then I came downstairs and I was all dressed up in my fancy pants and an outfit that matches with the landscape, and I said I'm gonna go make a video while you go for a run, and then we'll go grocery shopping. So that's what I'm doing. The check-in is about ups and downs. You know, yesterday I was having kind of a tough day. Just things are tough. You know, I mean I talked a little bit about the, you know, what it's like for lots of people who are trying to rebuild their life or rebuild themselves, like what the holidays are like, or when things are just complicated, when you're grieving or you have strained relationships, or people don't I don't know. I think something I'm learning is, unless you have had something in your life happen that stripped you of pretty much everything, you don't understand all that it takes to just get through the day every day. And so it seems like I disappoint and upset people a lot lately because I can't do things. I can't show up at parties, and I just can't. I have such a tiny amount of time and things that I've got to get done to be able to make sure we're okay for the next month or year, or, you know. And now I'm at the age where I got to start thinking about retirement, and I definitely don't have what I need for that. I just want to validate anybody who's having that experience where you try to tell people just, I'm doing the best I can. I'm treading water. I'm barely surviving, but I am surviving. But if I stop everything and, you know, spend a bunch of money I don't have, spend a bunch of time I don't have, it's just going to set everything back. And I just need some time. I just need a couple of years of your grace and your patience while I rebuild my life. That's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. That's probably one of my biggest pieces of kryptonite, is disappointing people and letting people down. And but I just have to keep on keeping on. I know I keep saying this over and over again, that I have to stay the course, as my friend Colleen says. I got to stay the course. And funny, I was talking to Colleen this morning, and something happened where her Facebook page got shut down because somebody hijacked it, and so Facebook just shut it down. And she's one of my best friends, and my other one of my other best friends, Hillary, and my best friend, Mark Ross. None of them are on social media right now. Well, Mark's never been on social media. Hillary's never been on social media. And so it's funny when I talk to people how different their life is when they're not on social media. I love connecting with people through social media, but I know what a time suck it can be, and how negative and it can be. I haven't even been on Instagram in a month because like I said, I have just such a small amount of time to make things happen. And there's some calls I always take. My kids call, I always take those calls. My husband, of course, and there's a few friends, I always take their calls. But everybody else, I just kind of have to say, I wish I could talk, and I wish I could be with you, and I wish, but I am in, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm in the race of my life, you know, a race of running out of resources before I can accomplish what I need to accomplish to sustain. And I know I can do it. I just have to stay super focused. And I know you know what I mean. If your life has ever been in such a place where you're just you know, you just have just enough. That's how I feel. And I feel like I have just enough, and I have to be so careful with it, because if I spend any of it, time, energy, money, on anything that's not an absolute necessity, then I am in another hole that I have to dig myself out of, and I'm already in a hole that I'm digging myself out of. And like I've said, I love a good challenge. I'm making all this happen. I'm freaking proud of myself. I'm so freaking proud of myself because I've been keeping all my deadlines. I've been creating all the things that I, that I've promised to create. I've missed a couple of things that I wasn't able to do that I wanted to do, but I've found ways to, make up for that. And this is in the middle of so many freaking horrible things happening the last 2 months, which I've said a lot. Sometimes I feel like it's a game show or a reality show, or like the Hunger Games, where it's like, okay, turn up the pressure, see if they can handle it, turn it up again, see if they can handle it, turn up the pressure, see if this kills them. And I'm just always like, nope, it's not gonna kill me, it's not gonna kill me, nope, I'm gonna get back up. I actually ordered one of those. I ordered a vintage Weeble doll. You know what that is if you're my age. It's like this egg-shaped doll that's weighted at the bottom, and so it rolls, but you try to push it down and it pops right back up. And so I ordered one of those, a little blonde one, that was made when I was like sometime in the 1970s. I was born in 1971. It's vintage all the way back from the 70s, just so I can remind myself, okay, there's going to be stuff that punches at you and tries to knock you down, but you're going to get back up, you're going to get back up, you're going to get right back up. And that's what I do, and that's what I'm committed to doing. And I hope that the people I love in my life can have patience and grace with me while I do this. I wish I even had time to explain what this is like, but that would take so much time to explain all the different intricacies and challenges, and lots of it's not my story, and so I can't talk about it anyway, but it would just take too much time, and I don't even think you would understand unless you've been through something like this. And there's stuff that legally I can't even talk about that has happened, that's really disgusting and horrible. But I am a freaking warrior. That's what I have to say. I'm a warrior. I'm a survivor. I'm not just a survivor. I'm a thriver. And I get back up and I keep going. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep going. And that's how I feel today. I feel strong today. I probably cried for 2 hours this morning. I found this article. Maybe I'll put a link for it down in the bottom in the YouTube, about just what trauma does to you. And because I started therapy this year, I realized how much freaking trauma I've had over and over and over again, and how things that have happened in my life that have re-traumatized my PTSD. And I've worked really, really hard to heal from all that stuff, and I'm getting there. But once you work so hard to heal from all that stuff, the only responsible thing is to protect that healing, and to protect yourself, and to protect your energy and your heart and your mind, and to really watch the resources. I mean, because when you run out of all the things you've been living on, all the just proving and performing, and just the gun to your head that's saying you better keep going, you better keep going, you better do better, you better do more. When you heal from all of that, and you know that you can't do that anymore, and you run out of the energy to do that, you have to be so careful with what you have left. And I know even at my age, I don't have the energy I used to have, but I have a whole lot more wisdom than I used to have, and I have a whole lot more boundaries than I used to have. And I know also, if I went back and betrayed myself again, that I might fall all the way back to where I was when I had a nervous breakdown. I know, I feel the fragile nature of the balance of being true to yourself, and being true to what you know, and being true to the beautiful life you've been given, and falling back into patterns of trying to pretend like everything's okay, or trying to perform, or trying to prove or impress people, or whatever, or just anything that's self-betrayal and the opposite of self-respect. I just know the balance of that. And so I guess always on the holidays, the stuff that comes up is the relationship stuff, because we're all supposed to be gathering together and singing, Christmas carols, and eating Christmas cookies, and reminiscing over all the great things. And sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes your life isn't in that place. And what I think Christmas is about is getting back to the truth of 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 the center of the truth of the truth of who you are, that you're a soul in a body, and that you're here to learn and grow and experience. And sometimes transformation is really messy and really painful, and sometimes healing is I'm going to say healing is always really messy and really painful. And growth, it's messy and painful, but it's totally worth it, because the alternative sucks. And so anyway, that's where I'm at. That's my check-in for today. I'm going to start, I've been working so hard, hardly getting out of the house. I'm going to start getting out. Thank goodness my dear friend Cammie is always every day saying, come on, let's get you out of the house. And it's so beautiful here. It's November, and I'm sitting here just in short sleeves. I'm super grateful. The sky is blue. I'm right on the entrance of a national park at this moment. I feel really, really grateful for nature and for growth and for life and for being a human. And I feel grateful for the opportunity to start over. I mean, the alternative to that is to just stay down, stay defeated, stay broken, stay dead, walking dead, sleepwalking. I'm not doing it. I've only just begun, and I'm coming back to myself in a ways that I never even have. And I'm grateful to be a middle-aged woman who knows herself and respects herself and values herself. And that's new for me, and I am enjoying it. And anyway, if you're following along, thanks a bunch. And I just have something to say to you, Melody Ross. I'm proud of you. I'm so freaking proud of you. The things that you are dealing with right now, and the things that you're overcoming and enduring, and the things that you're building and creating, and the way that you're spending your time. And I know your heart, and I know who you are, and I know what you're capable of, and I'm cheering for you all the way. Mwah.